Am I the asshole for publicly telling my widowed sister I'll never move on like she did? My sister Jane and I's husband passed away together in an accident 6 years ago. Jane and her first husband have 2 children. Jane remarried around a year after the passing and went on to have 2 more kids with her new husband. I have 3 teenage kids from my late husband and haven't dated since the accident, and I don't plan to. I know it's controversial for many, and I seriously don't need comments overflowing with people telling me it's okay to love again. I know, but I have no interest. Both me and the kids have done therapy and nothing is directly wrong with me. But my family over the years have tried to set me up, give me speeches, and convince me to find a new partner. Am I the asshole for publicly telling my widowed sister I'll never move on like she did? I've tried everything to shut it down, and because of this, I've actually distanced myself quite a lot. I see them mostly for the kids' sake, and I'm also very close to my in-laws and my husband's entire family. Anyway, my parents hosted a birthday dinner for my mom, and during dinner, Jane once again asked when I was gonna start dating. I said that I'm not and to please drop it, to which she responded, "It's been 6 years, you need to move on." I snapped, stood up, and firmly told her I was never going to move on, and just because she wanted to remarry in less than a year doesn't mean I have to. The table went quiet and Jane started yelling and insulting me, and of course the family is on her side. Am I the asshole for sending my brother a list of every item of ours that my nephew has ruined? I, 25 female, have a niece Bella, 7 female, and a nephew Michael, 10 male. I love them both, but I have a closer relationship with Bella. Michael's a good kid, but he's a ticking time bomb and completely uncontrollable. And even though I love him as his aunt, I can't have him around for long. For example, the last time he was in our house, he poured my nail polish collection onto my wife's favorite silk Persian carpet. And that's not even 1% of the damage that he's done. My wife, 27 female, and I recently bought a villa out of town, and it has a good game room, pool, and many other things Bella adores. Am I the asshole for sending my brother a list of every item of ours my nephew ruined? So we offered to give Bella a tour, but my brother said either Michael and Bella were to be included or neither of them were coming. So we went by ourselves, but Alex got mad and said it was disgusting that we favored Bella because she's a girl. He said we were hypocritical and unfair to Michael and never included him in our plans. I told my brother he's uncontrollable, and he had the audacity to ask what Michael had done. I made a table including every item my nephew damages in our house and the estimated cost. Carpet, my wife's antique vases, her glass statue of the Eiffel Tower, and so much more. Now my brother's mad and thinks I'm arrogant. Would I be the asshole for spraying some kid with my garden hose daily after he walks all over our lawn? I, 37 male, live with my wife, 37 female, and son and daughter, 9 and 11. Recently, there's been this kid who comes by our house after playing soccer and either rides his bike or walks all over the lawn with his cleats. In the beginning, I would give him stern looks whenever I saw him, but then it slowly progressed to me asking him to go around. The last time I asked him, he made a point to stomp extra hard and twist his feet into the grass to piss me off. Since then, I've been hosing him. The first time I sprayed him, he ran off, but then he came back and stood there like he enjoyed it. Would I be the asshole for spraying some kid with my garden hose daily after he walks all over our lawn? It's now progressed to me sitting on my lawn chair pointing my hose at him and him just staring at me while he does so. Sometimes we even make small talk. I'm not gonna lie, it started off as a really bitter relationship, but I've gotten to know the kid quite well. We talk for maybe 15 to 20 minutes every day, and he doesn't mind being hosed down after sweating hard playing soccer. He comes by daily and we just talk while I hose him, and he stands there for a bit. Well, my wife told me I need to stop, even when I explained to her the situation, because it's making us look like childish idiots. I guess I could stop, but honestly, it's funny waiting for him. Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend selfish for being upset I wasn't at the birth of our kid because I was also in the hospital? My girlfriend and I, both 26 female, have a son who is just over a year old. For some context, I have chronic health problems and have been struggling with it since birth. I had a surgery when I was an infant and another at 7 and another at 15. When my girlfriend was 6 months pregnant, I got really ill and it took a massive toll on my lungs and my heart. I was in the hospital for a month and felt so bad I couldn't be with my girlfriend, but she was super great with it. Then 2 days before the due date, I was rushed into the hospital due to a buildup of fluid around my heart. During this time, Jane had the baby. Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend selfish for being upset I wasn't at the birth of our kid? I was both ecstatic and devastated. I had to spend the night under supervision, but when I was allowed to leave, I went to see my wife and baby. At the time, negative emotions were smothered by our bundle of joy, but Jane has been showing more signs of resentment. It came to a head last night during our date night. I had the whole day planned, but she wasn't feeling any of it. When I asked what was wrong, she said she was angry about the birth. I called her selfish and asked if she understood the severity of the situation and that I was ill. And now she feels disrespected. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she would be a bad mom because of the way she treats our dogs? I, 25 male, have a girlfriend, 24 female, and we've been together for 4 years and have 2 dogs together. We got them while being together and neither of them have been from a previous relationship. My girlfriend wakes up earlier than I do and works from home, so it makes the most sense in my opinion that she takes the dogs out first thing in the morning as I do if I'm up before her. But every single time without fail, she makes them wait for hours until they're crying or jumping at the door, or sometimes just doesn't do it at all. And she always has an excuse. They didn't ask to go out. They've been playing with each other. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she'd be a bad mom because of the way she treats our dogs? She'll say that they didn't ask to go out or her boss needed her to do something right away. I've talked to her about this so many times that the dogs are the first priority in the morning and nothing else should even be done before they go outside and do their business. She always responds with a huff and a puff, and I know I understand. I've now started to tell her that what I'm seeing from her towards the dogs makes me think she'll do that with future children. Like, what if our baby needs a diaper change? Is she going to wait until she had coffee and breakfast before changing the diaper? Or leave it for as long as possible until I end up doing it?
I, 22 female, just found out that my husband, 22 male, is on a swinging website. I was just proofreading something for my husband on his laptop and an email pinged in from a swinging website. I was confused. I didn't even know what swinging was and clicked the link and saw his bio claiming to be a bisexual guy full of sexual energy and wants to try group sex and dogging so badly. I am so shocked and confused. We have a very healthy sex life, so I don't understand. This time last year, I was in a similar situation. I found my husband had posted NSFW images of himself on a secret Reddit profile. Although the posts were before we met, all the explicit photos and posts were still visible to the public. When I confronted him, he was extremely embarrassed, tried to kick me out of the house even though it was the middle of the night, and then he later confessed to having signed up to a gay dating website in the early months of our marriage. He was so apologetic, explained that he was just curious because he's straight and he wanted to understand how gay people think, which I thought was very strange. But he said that he never had any bad intentions and had forgotten all about the nudes he had online, which he then deleted. We had only been married for 5 months or so. I didn't want to throw everything away and I gave him the benefit of the doubt. My husband is very religious and it goes against his beliefs to participate in homosexuality. He blatantly denies being bisexual. I explained to him that if he was, I won't think any different of him. I'm not going to judge him. I just feel that it isn't fair for him to keep me in the dark about it, as his wife. I really don't understand why he's doing this again. I'm shocked and confused and I just don't really know what to do. I don't know how to confront him about it again. Last time he went ballistic and said that he wanted to kick me out. He was so ashamed. I don't want to make him feel bad by exposing his secret activities, but we're supposed to be in a monogamous marriage. I really love him, but I don't want to be married to the guy who's going to have group sex and dogging and swinging behind my back. How should I approach to ask him about what I've just seen? Should I even bother asking or should I just forget it and trust him? Am I in the wrong for being bothered by my pregnant wife's behavior? My wife, 29 female, is 3 months pregnant, and I, 35 male, have been married 4 years and dating 2 years prior. She hasn't been taking the pregnancy well, has nausea in the evening, and she's crying and complaining that I'm not doing enough. We both work in tough corporate jobs, and I also run a small business on the side, so generally very busy people. I'm very happy to help and do chores like washing up, vacuuming, cleaning, groceries without her asking. However, she has a way of requesting other things that really bothers me. She directly won't ask for something, she'll just make a statement like, the toilet smells, or the window is open, and expects me to follow through. If I don't catch on, she'll remember and complain to me that I'm substandard or not good enough for not doing what she wants. She says that I should know what she wants. Yesterday, I politely said that she can learn a better way to ask of things if she uses simple manners like please and thank you, and it'll make me want to help her even more. I also said that if she can't, I'll be less likely to want to help or be proactive with help. I said it doesn't cost much to say these things and it would benefit both of us. I tried to have a mature conversation with her to listen and understand her position more. She bursted into tears saying that she's suffering, she won't change her behavior and that's her real self. She said because she's pregnant, she wishes I would just be a robot and do everything she says no matter how she says it, because her job is to bear the child. She's sweet and polite to all her friends, family, and work colleagues, literally all the time even during pregnancy and periods. But as her husband, I get her real self, which is negative, demanding, distant, and always impolite. I asked her why she can't treat me like how she treats everyone else, to which she replies in her culture, husbands normally get treated this way. play. She's East Asian. She even said that she would have married someone from East Asia and regrets marrying me because of my Western upbringing because I can't take her negativity. I understand that she may have pregnancy hormones. If this was the case, I would accept and bear with this as a temporary, but she's been like this even before pregnancy. This negative version of her happens for 10 days before her period, as she's unpleasant to be around and I wait for the time that she becomes nice again. However, she's now like this 24/7 and is unavoidable. I've asked so many times in the past she should try learning to be more empathetic and nicer when she communicates. However, she refuses and makes no effort at self-improvement or even researching or Googling a topic. She's from an East Asian background and lived in a number of East Asian countries but is now settled with me in London. So, am I in the wrong for being bothered by her behavior while she's pregnant?